What's going on, guys? I had to go get an oil change on my Ram 1500, my half ton, and so I figured while I'm waiting, I might as well go ahead and get a quick test drive in on the 2500. This isn't my first time driving a 3/4 ton truck, but it's been a while, and you know, I've driven. Obviously, I have a 2021 Ram 1500, so I wanted to kind of see how the Ram 2500 2021 version does in comparison. This is a Laramie, so it's not a limited, so from a feature standpoint it's not the same. However, I just wanted to get more of the ride, and man, I've got to tell you, while I understand this truck is extremely capable, it just reconfirmed I don't want this as my daily drive. It's not a bad truck, but people, and I tell people this all the time, you have to be able to distinguish the arguments, the proper arguments, when you're talking about the 3/4 ton truck versus the half ton truck. It's not about what truck is better or worse. It's not it at all. They're both great trucks, but they're both designed to do what it is that they do. They're designed to be what they were designed to be. This 3/4 ton truck is designed to be a work truck. It's made to do heavy duty work for long periods, day in and day out. That's what this was designed to do. It wasn't designed for soccer practice. It wasn't designed for grocery store runs and the comforts of those things. It can do it, but that's not what the ideology behind the creation of these things was. The half ton truck is more for your all around lifestyle type thing, and that's really what the average person, I would say, I would take a wild guess to say that it would appeal to, which is why you see more half tons on the road than you do 3/4 tons. This would be a beauty to help tow, but unless you're doing it full time and going on extremely long trips, I can't justify it. I can't see why. It's not as comfortable as a half ton, but it also wasn't designed for comfort as much as it was designed for work. The payload is great, well over 2,000. I mean, approaching 3,000 really. So it's almost double what my half ton truck. So there's benefits of it. There really are benefits of it. You just have to ask yourself, are the benefits worth the sacrifices? You know, the advantages, are they worth the disadvantages that come with it? And the same question has to be asked for the half ton truck. I always tell people, like don't get caught up in the whole debate, which is really just a peeing contest on what is better. Neither truck is better or worse. They're just made for different things. That's just the reality of it. People love to argue. I mean, guys, you're no more or less of a man based on what your truck is. When I listen to these arguments and these conversations and people going back and forth, guys, both trucks are great. Half tons, especially the new half tons, are fantastic. The things that they can do, they're very capable. Obviously, the 3/4 ton trucks and even getting into your 1 ton trucks, they're capable as well. It just depends on what are you wanting to do with them. You know, what are you looking to do with it? That's what you need to figure out first before you get your truck. Now, from an aspect of safety, make sure if you are towing, like I've said in plenty of other videos and said it in other conversations, make sure if you're towing, be within your limits. Make sure you can do everything you're doing safely. That's very important. I want people to have a non-biased and unbiased perspective viewpoint on these things. It's not about whether the truck is better or worse than a half ton, or a half ton is better than or worse than a 3/4 ton truck. It's about your lifestyle. How do they fit your lifestyle? What is it that you do on a day-to-day basis, and which truck matches that better? This truck is designed for work, so let's rate the truck for what it was made to be rated for. All right, I think we get lost in translation. Guys love to argue about which truck is better, you know, what is safer, and that's a real thing to consider. The half ton is very capable as long as you can stay within your numbers and things. The 3/4 ton typically will give you more of a cushion in your numbers, so your payload, your capabilities, what you can pull, the weight of the actual truck, stability is a little bit better. Doesn't mean the half ton is dangerous. It just means the 3/4 ton is better for towing. But then when you put that argument up against going to stores, odds and end errands, I have a boat, for example, that's 3,000 to 3,500 pounds. I don't need a 3/4 ton truck to pull that. My half ton is more than capable. And honestly, the engine numbers, the power numbers are not that far off between a properly equipped half ton and your typical 2,500, right? the 2500 is stronger, let me be clear, more horsepower, more torque, but it's not as far off as, let's say, my half ton, which is a V8 392 gear ratio, e-torque. I mean, power is not the issue. If we can get past the whole bravado piece of the truck and actually look at rating the trucks for what they actually are and what they're supposed to be, I think we'll actually be a lot more productive and get places, and people will learn a lot more. That's why I'm making this channel. That's why I'm making this video. I want people to learn. What is your lifestyle? What is it that you need? And then go from there. So are you a full-time RVer? Are you traveling full-time? Are you taking consistently long distance trips? The 3/4 ton is going to be for you. But if you're taking trips here and there, and even if you're doing it consistently and frequently, you're just not doing it at a full-time basis, or taking, 24-hour driving trips and things like that on a consistent basis, just those long hauls, use a half-ton truck, especially depending on what the rest of your lifestyle is. So, for example, I hunt. There's no way I would want to take this 3/4 ton truck hunting. Not to where I would want to go. I wouldn't want to take this because of a maneuverability piece, especially off-road. It changes the dynamics of things. 2500 is a great truck for what it is. I definitely don't need a diesel, although I do know diesels have significantly more torque. I'm sold on the half-ton, guys. Back in my wonderful 1500 half-ton truck, it just confirmed out. Like I said, I've driven a 3/4 ton truck before. I've towed with one before. I know the differences. I understand how it feels. But when you look at the all-inclusive lifestyle, your holistic lifestyle, that's what you need to be rating the truck on, not which one do you think is better or worse, because now you're getting into subjective feelings, right, and opinions, and you'll never get a consensus on opinions because everybody has their own. But when you're talking about looking at, for your lifestyle, what works better, that's the best way to maximize the truck that you'll get. And obviously make sure your lifestyle and the way you'll use the truck, you can do it legally and safely. If you can check those two boxes off, the legal box and the safety box, all you need to do is look at how you're going to use it for your lifestyle. That's how you make your decision, guys. Take all the rest of the pressure out of it. What other people think doesn't matter. Can you do it legally? Can you do it safely? Okay, those things are in line. What is it that you want to use the truck for? How do you want to use it? And then make the decision from there. But don't put more pressure on this than you need to. Be happy. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure your truck can meet the needs that you have to meet safely and legally. Hey, and go enjoy yourself. All right. God bless you guys. I appreciate you watching. Take care.